Why has Canada become a new home for an increasing number of Indians? As global dynamics shift, so too do patterns of migration, painting a complex portrait of geopolitics and personal aspirations. In recent years, Canada has witnessed a significant rise in its Indian permanent resident population. This surge can be attributed to several compelling factors, primarily revolving around education and changing global political climates. Canada's international education policies have been a magnet for young Indians. The country's institutions not only offer high-quality education, but also provide pathways to permanent residency. Programs like the Post-Graduation Work Permit Program allow students to stay and work in Canada for up to 3 years after graduation, offering a potential bridge to permanent residency. Moreover, Canada's welcoming immigration policies contrast sharply with more restrictive approaches in other countries. For instance, when the United States tightened its immigration policies and travel restrictions during the COVID-19 pandemic, many found Canada's more open stance appealing. The attractiveness of Canada as a destination increased further amidst the global uncertainties. The political landscape in India has also influenced migration patterns. The revocation of Article 370 in Kashmir, for example, has led to significant political and social upheaval. Such internal changes often push residents to seek stability and security abroad, and Canada's reputation for strong democratic values makes it a preferred destination. Environmental policies and efforts to attract tech talent also play roles. Canada's proactive stance on climate change and its booming tech industry are attractive to young, educated Indians passionate about innovation and sustainability. Summarizing, the increase in Indian permanent residents in Canada is a multifaceted phenomenon. It's a story of educational opportunities, comparative immigration policies, and the broader socio-political changes sweeping across the globe. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, the flow of people across borders tells a story of aspiration, resilience, and the continuous search for a better life. This trend underscores the profound impact of international education policies, global political changes, and national immigration strategies on the movement of people worldwide. As we peer into the horizon of Canadian immigration, several emerging trends suggest a dynamic evolution in the patterns of future migration. The global stage is set with shifts in politics, rapid technological growth, and escalating environmental issues, all of which are ready to redefine the pathways through which people move and settle. Canada, with its reputation for forward-thinking and inclusive immigration strategies, stands at the forefront of adapting to these worldwide changes. Firstly, the impact of technological advancements cannot be overstated. The proliferation of remote work capabilities and the introduction of digital nomad visas have the potential to transform the traditional models of immigration. These developments could enable a more fluid, less centralized approach to where and how immigrants integrate into Canadian society, potentially distributing population and economic growth more evenly across the country's expansive territories. Particularly noteworthy is the increasing number of Indian permanent residents who are significantly contributing to the Canadian economy through their roles in technology sectors, healthcare, and business entrepreneurship. Their cultural contributions are equally transformative, enhancing Canada's multicultural mosaic. Additionally, the environmental dimension of immigration is becoming increasingly critical. Canada's vast landscapes and relatively stable climate conditions are becoming attractive to so-called climate refugees. Individuals and communities affected by environmental degradation such as rising sea levels, increased frequency of extreme weather events, and resource scarcity in their home countries may see Canada as a desirable refuge. In response, Canada may expand its immigration quotas in this category, emphasizing its role as a sanctuary for those affected by environmental calamities. On political front, the situation is equally fluid. Changes in global politics, such as shifts in leadership, policy reforms, or international agreements, could lead to fluctuating immigration patterns. Canada's response to these shifts will need to be agile, balancing its domestic priorities with its international responsibilities and humanitarian impulses. This could mean tightening controls in some areas while expanding them in others, always with the aim of maintaining a balanced and fair immigration system. To prepare for and manage these changes, Canada is indeed laying a robust foundation. New initiatives are being crafted to ensure that integration into Canadian economic and social spheres is smooth and beneficial for both immigrants and the country. Efforts to enhance multicultural integration, boost economic contributions from new arrivals, and encourage active political participation among immigrant communities are expected to increase. As these strategies unfold, the role of public opinion and community engagement in shaping immigration policies will also be crucial. Engaging with Canadian citizens and immigrant populations alike to foster understanding and cooperation will be key to the success of any new initiatives. As we look towards the future, it is clear that Canada's immigration landscape will continue to evolve, shaped by global trends and domestic policies. The country's ability to adapt and plan strategically will be key in maintaining its reputation as one of the most welcoming and diverse nations in the world.